What's going on, guys? Came back for another video. Another late night session, actually. And yeah, for some reason I'm making this a thing. You know, it's actually midnight on the dot, actually. And a few things came to mind, actually. You know, just I believe I said a few things in my last video that were kind of just, I guess, random to say the least. I don't know, just letting my mind run. But I recall stating something along the lines of perception is reality, something, I believe, right? And what does that really mean? You know, I started to think about that, and it led me to think about life. You know, the decisions that we make, you know, the actions that we take, the people that we choose, the traditions that we end up having, the food that we like to some degree, and so many more things, right? Like our relationship to money and to ourselves in terms of success, what we think we're capable of, what we think we have control over, so much. You know, and I started to think about all these things because of the place that I felt I was in. You know, those few days ago, I was not in a good place at all, but it made me realize a few things. It was really eye-opening, you know, and it led me to question like that one statement that I really pretty much just, you know, got stuck on. Oh, that's my diffuser, by the way, in case you guys, you know, think that something is like burning here now. I'll give you an example. You know, I remember growing up, I didn't really like pickles, but the reason why I didn't really like pickles was because my mom said they were nasty, right? So she always took them out of anything we ate, whether it be a burger, whether it be anything. And so whenever I did try pickles, I always associated that with like them just not being bad, or them just not being good, right? And I never really liked them until one day, you know, I was with someone and they made me try pickles, and that positive memory just led me to like pickles. And don't get me wrong, it's like I was never really used to the taste, but then I realized like it's not that bad. It's not that bad at all, right? And I'll take it even further. You know, we sometimes kind of like lead life based off of like what we believe, right? I'll give you an example here. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, you're in a relationship and, you know, you have this belief that this person will not do good by you. They'll betray you in some form. They'll cheat on you. They'll lie to you behind your back, and they'll eventually leave, right? And in doing so, you know, you already have this internal belief that that's going to occur. And so your approach is, you know, you have this feeling of like weariness, you know, you lack trust in a person, you think negative thoughts, you know, everything comes to mind in the moment. Morph, come here. He's being a little menace, you know. Come here, bro. Oh yeah, how can you have a bad day with this little guy next to you? You should really get yourself one of these. This one's fine though. I started to think, where was I? Got really distracted. See, man, kind of threw me off. Yeah, anyways, you're with a person, you have this pretty much this belief that they won't do right by you, and so what happens is you have these negative thoughts of them, you know, and they could be random, you know. Who are they texting? Who are they speaking to? Who do they associate with? Like, who do they think of at night? Like, why did they do this? Why didn't they do that? Right? And then you have this like feelings of insecurity and doubt, and you develop this sense of like hypervigilance, right? And what does that lead to? You know, your actions. You self-sabotage. You purposely create distance. You're not present. You know, you may even question them. You may even accuse them of something they may or may not have done. Right? And when you think about it, where does that come from? You know, and you start to realize that everything comes from somewhere, right? Why do we have those beliefs stuck in our subconscious? Is this real? Is it, buddy? What are we doing here? These are all things that just come to mind. I don't know. And then it led me to just question everything else. Right? As it should for anybody, really. But there's so much more to life than like our own beliefs, you know, and what we choose. And really what makes you think about is, you know, what it means to change your identity, right? What's that mean for a person? It's like Batman. Imagine he wasn't the Batman and he was just simply Bruce Wayne. Right? And would he still be the person that he is? Who would he be? And that goes pretty much for anyone. I don't know, man. Who would you want to be if you weren't you? What are your beliefs, sir? That's all for now. See you next time, guys.